What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the EA Zero Chill promo, aka the Christmas promo. Like I tell you guys all the time, I believe that this is probably the best promo for every Madden year. They pretty much usually go all out with the content. Big money maker right now, because we have the next gen coming in with PS5, Xbox X, is going to be even more of a money maker. So we're going to be talking about Randy Moss, other big names that's going to be coming out. They pretty much progressed it along the lines to make us wait. Now look, there is a chance that they release some earlier, but why would they do that? Because if you think about it, the 50 program has about, was like 6 or 7 more weeks. We could actually go check that right now. Inside of the challenges to kind of give us an insight into it. You want to make sure you understand a couple things though. When you're dealing with EA Sports, you got to expect the unexpected, right? So anything can happen. Right now we're in week 10, right? So look, this is what happens. We're going to be going, what is it, up until week 15. So there's 5 more weeks left, which means that it brings us, towards the end of the year. This makes more sense for them to upgrade the amount of the overall and make Randy Moss at least a 94 and not leave him on the same playing field as some of the 93s. You got to remember, historically, Randy Moss is the greatest deep threat of all time, right? Calvin Johnson is great in his own right as well, but EA Sports is not going to go out and just make him the same exact overall, because then all of us can just go out and get the card relatively easy. They have to create limiteds. They have to create other things that make us have to spend money. That's the nature of the business. Randy Moss's name is a huge, huge pull. So my thoughts about this, and I'm pretty sure that you guys may agree in certain cases, when you're thinking of the 50 program and players that shape the game, Julius Peppers, Randy Moss, Mike Vick, these names come to mind. So we're going to be looking at a real wild, savage action going on very, very soon. And some of you guys are talking about, Gmia, the campus heroes, I want to try out these cards. Listen, this is what it is, right? We can wait for the campus heroes to actually go down in price and just buy them for about 100K, because let's be honest, none of the cards are really worth more than 100K. If you're spending more than 100K, you're doing it wrong. You might as well just stay and get the 82 overalls and just lurk them. A lot of them are going for like 4K. People realize that this promo is not something that's going to be anything other than the fact that you're going to get cheap training. This is going to turn out to be cheap training for the most part. Many of these cards, they're not that good. All right. The big names are going to be coming very, very soon, and we have to be prepared for that. So what are the things that I'm doing right now? Number one, right, throughout all the Blitz promo and all that stuff that just went on, I told you guys, I made sure that I got whatever I could save up with the Blitz bolts. I was able to get a Josh Jacobs. I also bought another one right before it was all over for like 94K. So those 2 cards right now, that's 20,000 training. All right, let me just go ahead and, pretty much give you guys insight into what we're going to be doing. So I have, these 2 cards just chilling. I'll let you guys see what the prices are at this time. Remember, it's going to be very, very weird, but this card right here is going to continue to go down in price simply because it's a trash card. I'm not saying that Josh Jacobs is a trash running back, but EA Sports did not give him the right numbers, and people are very, very furious about it, so nobody's going to actually keep it up. This is 10,000 training for a 98, right? So some of you guys are going to be influenced to go ahead and get that and start playing around with campus heroes. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to dabble, go ahead and dabble, but we could start to build right now for the Christmas promo. How do we do that, right? Like what are we doing? Are we doing anything spectacular? Like, what's really going on? More than likely, they have to give us Series 4 before the Christmas promo. If everything goes aligned with everything that's going on, that's what it appears that it would be like. So that might be like next week, within the next couple of weeks. I expect Series 4 before Christmas, right? So this is what's going to happen. What we should be doing, if you guys are playing solo battles, you're doing weekend league, whatever you're doing, this is all I've been doing with my competitive stuff right here. Number one, we're cashing these things out. We're not even waiting. Let me tell you why you don't wait. Because many of you guys that watch my videos, you see what happens, right? When I just keep stacking my trophies, what happens is there are certain snipes that come up that I'm like 20K away from or 5K away from. It's stupid. So I don't need to stack. Because, John Madden coach and all this stuff, John Madden coach is not a factor this year. I just have him on display. I use the 49ers head coach to go towards my, pretty much, my chemistries. John Madden coach is not good. We don't get, like the level masters or anything like that. So there's really no reason to be holding on to these, so many trophies. You guys have seen it. I've had over 3,000 sometimes, whatever. We have to make sure that we're cashing out, okay? Because if we see snipes, we have to be able to get them. It's coming to that time where what's going to happen is we're going to probably get a new currency again. All those things are going to be happening. So it's going to go back to coin being king. All right. So because of that, this is the way that I'm going to be prepared for it. Every time I get, my weekend league rewards, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to cash it out immediately. Because what I'm learning about EA Sports even more, they are giving out even more trash packs. And the pulls and everything like that you get from like using those competitive trophies are not as good. And it's not the value of all the hell that you go through within the game. Right? So that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing. Now, I'm going to go more in depth about Series 4, but I'm just letting you guys understand with this Christmas promo, how is it going to impact your team? Well, this is pretty much what's going to happen. Randy Moss is going to be influential on a lot of the teams that he played for. He's going to probably get 99 deep route running. He's going to get a lot of things that we've been looking for and we've been waiting for. Now, why is that important? It's important because a lot of you guys have Tyreek Hill and you're running off at the mouth. Oh, he's so good, Gmi. He's so this, he's so that. Then I'm getting dudes telling me, yo, I had Richard Sherman lock Tyreek Hill up all game, no abilities. This is what happens, right? I understand the complexities of the game. I understand that EA tunes the game randomly to make some players look weird and not really do what they're supposed to do. We all discover that. We are all together with that. We know what they're doing. The problem is you guys act like you don't know what they're doing, and then it makes me look like I'm an alien, bro. Like, what's going on? But then you'll play the game and be like, oh, I see what he's saying. That guy's playing like a trash can. So look, we know what deep route running does on bigger players. I've seen people run around with Tyreek Hill with 99 deep route run, and like he gets locked up, like it's just straight locked up. The problem with Randy Moss, when he drops, he's going to be 6'4" with 99 deep route run. What does that do? It creates a big dilemma. More than likely, if he's a 94, when he goes to 95, he'll be able to unlock Route Technician. I'm here to tell you, I probably won't even use Route Technician on him. I'll just put deep out or deep in on him. Why? Because you can moss with those players. You can do certain things that other players cannot do. You know what I'm saying? Like these are some of the stuff. It's really, really weird the way that the game works, but when you're building out your team and you're trying to figure out what am I saving for? Why am I waiting for this promo to do something to my team that I can't do right now? Well, the players are going to get a lot more boost. So for those of you guys that are like, yo, what's going to happen with Michael Vick? Michael Vick is probably going to get an upgrade. He's one of the most influential players in the game. He should be part of the 50. Julius Peppers. Even though with Julius Peppers, it's going to be kind of weird because I'm going to have to find a way to squeeze him in because of the whole theme team. But he's probably going to be really good. Because, he's 6'7", and you put him on the D-line, and then he's just going to start doing whatever he wants. You just dive because the warp tackle is real. Many of you guys that first came to the channel, you're like, yo, what's a warp tackle? Now all you're talking about is warp tackles. It's so unrealistic and it's in the game, so the bigger players are going to be able to dive further. So the reason that I'm showing you Calvin Johnson is more than likely we're going to have both he and Randy Moss. So why would I waste coins on Tyreek Hill right now when Zero Chill is right around the corner? Okay, so if you have Tyreek Hill and you've already lost 100, 200K, that's gone already. You might as well keep him. You see what I'm saying? These are certain things that are going on where I had to realize you guys forced me to be what I am. Like when I raid sold Calvin, I went to the stream, you dudes are like, yo, listen, cut it out. This is what you are. You are Gmia Street. And sometimes, people need that. Like you guys are like, yo, whatever. So what did I do? I went into games and I just started doing whatever I wanted. Hold on, let me go over here real quick. I'm going to see if I can show you guys really quickly. Was this a Moss action or did somebody just do something else? I don't know what this was. Hold on. What did I do right here? Oh, let me see what this is. I gotta see if was this. No, this was a guy that just threw it through my body right here. Yeah. Hold on. Was that what is this? What is he doing? Why did I keep this? Oh, okay. He just didn't pick it. All right, that's cool. I don't know why that's like that, but I'm looking for like the Moss action that we were doing, but I don't really want to close out the application there. Who is this guy? And why is he doing this? What did I do with this right here? Because I've been uploading a lot of them. All right, right here, this is his Chad Johnson mossing dudes, and he's 6'1". So look, the reason that I'm showing you guys this is to let you guys understand. When you see me mossing dudes and I'm tweeting it out at GmiasWorld, a lot of you guys, follow me on GmiasWorld and stuff like that. Many times when I'm doing this, I'm labbing and trying to figure out stuff. I'm just showing you guys that to make you understand the impact of the height and stuff that Randy Moss is going to be doing in the game. EA is delaying that because they don't want to deal with what's going to happen because of a guy like me. I'm going to show it to you. Many of you guys are going to lab it and you're going to be able to do it. Now look, 6'4", 99 deep route running, that also is going to contribute to better post routes and stuff like that. Just remember, right now, Chad Ochocinco is probably one of the best wide receivers in the game still because he meets every threshold. I don't know what they're going to do with Randy Moss They might give him, you know, decent mid or short, but just remember, Chad Johnson gets all of it. So when he runs a route, it's precise. I know he has route tech, but he's precise even without route tech. So just understand that we don't know what that's going to be, but Randy Moss, more or less, deep routes all day long. Streaks, even though they don't want you to run streaks, you're going to still run streaks, and you're going to make sure you understand within the numbers or outside the numbers is what's the most important thing. So we're going to need the deep out, the deep in. It's going to depend on if he gets to a 95 to get route tech. But remember, that route tech is going to be 3 AP. That is a lot of AP. I just want to make sure everybody understands that on the up and up, that it's going to be a lot of AP because he's probably going to be a deep threat. So just to give you insight, I just showed you guys I'm mossing with Chad Johnson as well at 6'1". Imagine what Randy's going to do with 99 deep route running and 99 speed. It's going to be disgusting. EA doesn't want that. It doesn't matter what EA wants. We're going to give it to him anyway. So as we prepare right now, you know, Bo Jackson, these guys are coming. It's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. So you're going to have to look at your team right now and figure out, all right, who are we getting rid of? Right now, I can confidently tell you, looking at my offense, there is nobody here that's making me rage to where it's like, yo, I hate him, I got to get rid of him. There's absolutely nobody doing it. So at this point, I don't need to do anything. That's just me. Defensively, is there somebody that's making me rage? That's why I just want to just throw out his locker physically. I don't really, you know, Nnamdi's garbage, but I don't really use Nnamdi. Like, it's not like it's somebody that I'm actively using. They all go towards the chemistry to keep my 49er chem up, right? So I'm not really tripping on that. Like, them dudes is garbage. A lot of dudes is trash. Like, Ronnie Lott never plays. And then the actual real full Ronnie Lott is garbage. So he rage sold him, never look back. But I don't really see a problem with any of the other players that are actively there. So I don't need to make a move right now in preparation. You guys may be looking at a guy like, yo, you know what? You kind of suck, dude. Get rid of that guy. If you look at a player, you're like, you know what, bro? You kind of garbage, fam. Whoever that guy is, get rid of him instantly. That's the best thing that you can do right now, because if you don't do that, it's just going to be it's going to be a nightmare. All right? So as we start to get closer to it, I'm going to give you guys more insight. We're going to talk more specifically about certain cards, but Bo Jackson, Charles Woodson, Randy Moss, there's other names, Julius Peppers, anybody that you could think of that was really, really prevalent in Madden and Madden overall, they're going to get a 50 player. Because if they don't do that, that's pretty much a failure. It's outright, just doesn't make any sense, and it's not going to work out. So right now, that's why I'm building up. I'm going to be playing a lot of head-to-head, trying to win as many Super Bowls as possible, play Weekend League, because in a couple weeks, guys, we're going to have to take action. Whichever way we have to go, Randy Moss for 49er theme teams, Viking theme teams, you know, Raiders, or whatever he's on, we're going to have to start preparing for that. So if you have questions about your theme team and all that stuff, leave it in the comments. Community is very, very good with helping guys out. I see that all the time. Thank you guys so much for contributing to help these guys out that are new to Madden Ultimate Team, trying to learn about abilities, learn about team chemistries, making your team better. It's a beautiful thing to see you guys, you know, engage and talk about certain things. Very, very beautiful, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. So please continue to do that. I'm going to get back to you guys with more content as soon as possible, and we're going to start rocking and rolling because, you know, Zero Chill, like I said, the Christmas promo is usually the biggest promo in Madden. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.